Hi, and welcome to Extreme Value Theory. My name's Zach Varty, and I'll be one of your lecturers for this course. In this short video, we're going to look at the logistics of running the course. So, first of all, I just want to check that you're in the right place. If you've made it to the Moodle page, you probably are, but just to double check, you should be on one of these three modules: Math 562, Extreme Value Theory, Math 482, or Math 582, Assessing Financial Risk. If you're on one of these courses, congratulations, you're in the right place. In the first 4 weeks of the course, we're going to cover the material that is core to all of these modules and all of the material that is included in Math 562. This is going to be covered in weeks 16 to 19. In the final week of the course, week 20, we're going to cover some additional content related to the Financial Extremes course. Running this course, there are two lecturers, myself, Zach Varty, and Clement Lee. We both work researching in the extremes area, but with very different applications. I focus on using extreme value theory to model earthquake occurrences, while Clement covers the application of extreme value theory to network modeling interconnected objects. So we're splitting the workload of this course between us. If you've got any questions about the lectures or the example classes, feel free to direct those towards myself. And if you have any questions about the lecture notes or the assessments for the course, please direct those towards Clement. The labs and workshops are going to be covered by both of us, so if you have any questions about these, feel free to contact either of us. Now I'll briefly look at the learning structure for this course. So each week there's going to be some asynchronous activities for you to cover, and ideally you'd look at these before the contact time that we'll have on Fridays, so Monday to Thursday each week, or in the Friday morning. In this time, you're going to be self-studying the lecture notes, watching these supporting videos, and doing some small tasks and exercises to support your learning. We're going to give you a weekly checklist to help you guide your way through that journey, and those will be put on the Moodle page each week. The synchronous learning activities are going to be focused on Fridays. In the mornings from 11 AM till 11:50 AM UK time, we're going to have a weekly examples class. In these, we'll start with a short discussion of the topics that we've been covering this week, and then I'll go on to give you some additional examples to supplement the ones that you've seen in the notes and prepare you for the lab and workshop activities in the afternoon. I'm going to post these examples class questions ahead of time on the Moodle page, and I'd appreciate it if you could look at these ahead of time. No need to solve them, just to decide which of the questions it is that you'd like to focus on most during that session, and then I can put out a weekly poll and tailor that session to what you actually need to cover. In the afternoons on Fridays, from 1 PM till 2:50 PM UK time, we're going to be having a weekly workshop and computer lab. In the first part of this, we'll focus on theory questions similar to what you might see in the first coursework in the exam. And in the second half, we're going to look at some practical coding applications of extreme value theory, which will be similar to the work that you'll be expected to do in the longer coursework. Each of these are designed to help you build your understanding about the material that you're covering each week, and to be able to demonstrate to yourself and others that you have the skills to apply this theory in practice. The assessment for this course is split between coursework and a final exam, with the majority of the weighting being given to the coursework components. So 60% of your overall grade will come from coursework, and this is split between a short mid-module assessment that focuses on the more theoretical side of EVT, and a longer open-ended project at the end of the module. The final exam then makes up the other 40% of your total grade. So excellent, let's get started with the course. But before we do, I just have one quick thing to say, and that's that a lot of this course is going to be using R. And so because we're doing a lot of remote learning, It really helps if you can have the latest or at least a recent version of both R and RStudio installed on the computer that you're using for this course. If you need to update R and RStudio, I recommend following the instructions by Jenny Bryan. These are what I use whenever I have to do this. So if you're installing R for the first time, you might want to follow this first link to get some instructions. Or if you're trying to update your current version of R, this second link might be more helpful. Thanks very much, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.